Welcome back. We now turn our attention to a Terrebonne Parish hit and run, and we'll bring a picture up full screen. And just for disclosure, I must tell you that Kim Landry is a cousin of mine, so this hits near and dear to home. But the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office and Sheriff Vernon Bourgeois said that on August 13th, which was Saturday morning at approximately 8:30 a.m., Terrebonne Parish deputies responded to the intersection of St. Louis Canal Road and West Side Boulevard in reference to a hit-and-run accident involving a pedestrian. Deputies arrived at the location and made contact with the complainant. She informed deputies that she and her son were driving by this location when they noticed the victim lying in a ditch. The victim was covered with mud and grass and was missing one of her shoes. The victim was in obvious pain and was not able to answer very many questions to the deputy. The victim is identified as Kim Landry, age 42, of 700 Kinney Street in Houma. Now, during this investigation, deputies learned that Landry left her residence earlier during the morning to take a morning jog, and that she was jogging on the West Side Boulevard in Houma when this incident occurred. Acadian ambulance transported Kim Landry to Terrebonne General Hospital Medical Center, where she received medical attention. Landry suffered with a broken right jaw, fractured ribs, and right shoulder. She was also bleeding from her brain. Landry was later transported to a Baton Rouge hospital where she underwent surgery. She remains hospitalized in critical condition at this time. Of course, she is a teacher in the Terrebonne Parish School System. Anyone with information concerning this investigation is asked to call the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office at 876-2500, or Crime Stoppers. Please take this number down, 1-800-743-7433, 1-800-743-7433, and you will be eligible for a cash reward. There is someone in this audience tonight that knows something about this hit and run, and certainly we urge you on behalf of the station, behalf of the teachers, behalf of the community, to come forward. I mean, there's always somebody that knows something, and the police have been making grounds and working their leads today and are coming closer, hopefully, to finding out who did this hit and run and took off. So certainly we ask and we encourage anyone out there who knows anything, once again, to either let the Sheriff's Department know. If you didn't write the numbers, call us at HTV and we'll get that information to the Sheriff's Office. I want to switch gears because it's not every day that a national consul comes to Thibodaux. Some good news in Thibodaux today. And I know that I got to disclose again that Thad Toups is my first cousin. He's an assistant district attorney. His mom is my dad's sister, so I'm very knowledgeable about Thad. I'm knowledgeable about his family. And I know that he's worked in the drug court system for a long, long time. And I got to tease him a little bit. Those gray hairs he has, well, he's been in the system probably, you've seen his hair go from black to gray. That's how long he's been with the district attorney's office. Well, today he was honored for his work with the drug court. And David Wallace, who's the executive director of the National Council for DWI Courts in Washington, D.C., came to Thibodaux because when the award was issued in Washington, Thad couldn't make it because of an illness. So this award is so prestigious and so honorable that they came to Thibodaux to award it, and it was done in the Honorable Jerome Barbera's courtroom. So Chris Carter and I were there, and once again, I'm proud of my cousin Thad Toups, well deserving of this award. And let's roll in some of that ceremony today as it happened in Thibodaux with his family looking on.
Every year, we present to one person, an organization or a person, the DWI Court Leadership Award. This award shines a spotlight of commendation on an individual or an organization that through their tireless efforts have saved countless lives and made their community a safer place. And the person must have contributed to the advancement of the nation's DWI Court effort and demonstrated significant personal leadership and exemplary performance. Mr. Toups has clearly done that here. As an assistant district attorney for 28 years now, I understand, he's one of the founding fathers of the DWI Court here in Lafourche Parish. As I understand it, the court officially started in 1999, but obviously it takes time ahead of that before you even get there, the preparation. And since that time, he's been on this on a daily basis for the most part, the rest of his career at that time. But his impact was not limited just to this local effort and making this community a safer place. He brought about lives being changed statewide, helping to found the board of directors at the Louisiana Association of Drug Court Professionals, being the past president of the State Association for the District Attorneys Association for the Assistant District Attorneys. As I understand, graduate of LSU, is married, has 4 children, and I also understand a big-time baseball fan. Mr. Toups, it is clear to say that you have been a visionary for your home state, a leader, inspiration for many people here and across the state. You've been working to make sure that DWI courts and drug courts as well are a thriving idea where you can ensure that the lives in this community and across the state have a safer place to live, where your friends, your family, and everybody else here can drive the road safer because of the work you've been doing. One of the nominations that were provided, and it takes more than one nomination, mentioned and noted, Thad is a man of genuine conviction for the rightness of DWI Court. He is honest, fair, disciplined, and conscientious, an admired leader and partner. Higher praise is hard to find. When I called him and spoke to him about the award, he mentioned that he was very honored to receive it, and that DWI Court is very close to the work that you do and work very close to your heart. Mr. Toups, thank you for your work, your achievement. It is a pleasure to come down here to meet your boss and let him know just how valuable it has been. And to let the team here know and the court know that while they're saving lives, we also recognize that. Today I want to come down and recognize Mr. Louis Thad Toups. If you would please, sir. Thank you, Toups.
Wow. I didn't know what I would be getting. I was kind of hoping it would be on a keychain. But I guess the Corvette's in the garage, right? No, this is a beautiful, beautiful award, and I can't thank you enough, David, for coming down here, and it means so much to me. Let me put this aside. When I was notified a few months ago that I had won the award, well, let me back up a little bit, because Fred, where's Fred? Fred's right there. Fred called me and said, Thad, listen, I'd like to nominate you for this award. And when he told me what it was, I said, well, great. I appreciate that, Fred. If you have a lot of time to waste, just go ahead and do it and have at it. And so I really kind of forgot about it. And then a few weeks later, I got a letter addressed from David Wallace of the DWI court. And I'm thinking the letter is going to say, well, thank you for submitting the nomination. You know, our award winner was such and such, and better luck next time. But lo and behold, the letter said, congratulations, you're the winner. And I had to kind of think about that. And I tried not to get too excited, because a few years ago, I have a first cousin who was working for the Miami Herald, and he got notified he had won the Pulitzer Prize. quite a thing. He also got notified the next day that he had not won the Pulitzer Prize because it was all a mistake. So I kept waiting for the second letter to come in, David, saying, oh, well, you know, this is just a mistake. But it didn't. And I can't tell you, I had made plans to be in Washington. I can't tell you how disappointed I was that day that I couldn't go. But I had an illness that came up and I just couldn't make it. And out of bad things often come good things. Because the bad thing obviously was my disappointment, but the good thing was that David was gracious enough to come down, and I have more of my family and my friends that are here with me today. So that means an awful lot to me.
Certainly, not just because he's my cousin, but because he's very dedicated and he's a great guy. I want to congratulate Thad Toups and his family on a great award today in Thibodaux.